Hi there, this is Gubaberty here, and I want to talk about the brain. So, the brain passively sits there and it has a model of reality based upon past references and associations, and then information comes in and is bounced against what you know about that thing, and then you fisher through the thing looking for the thing that you don't know. And then you break down that thing that you don't know based upon stuff that you know. Okay? And then it's your job to tell other people about the stuff that you have figured out about the world. Either to confirm what you know, right? To help you really validate that model, which will then help you predict future better, which thus increases your survivability. Or it's just to be nice because you have empathy for other people and you want to help them out to not fail the same way that you did. To help them become more efficient as a being of consciousness. But what if all along the way you have issues with language? Now, what if you could just get past the words to the inner meaning, directly from brain to brain? That would expedite the information transfer process, moving you forward to then do new things. Now, imagine interacting with a computer, not so much interacting with people, because eventually it will be, I think, a word or a complex concept behind a word like please bring me tea. I'm thirsty and kind of tired right now. I'll like a little bit of caffeine but not too much because coffee's kind of bitter for me. You want all that to be transmitted across and then you're trying to find the words, trying to find a way to say it and everything. What if you just send the entire package of information as a whoop, you know? Well, our goal is to interact with computers in this manner where you have just the thought, and then the computer may just confirm what you're thinking. In this video you're about to see, this was captured from the F8 conference that happened earlier this year in the year 2017. Okay, and they're talking about how they plan on having a user interact with augmented reality glasses that they'll also be releasing in the future sometime. There's problems with if your hands are full or if you're in a crowded room, it's kind of hard to break out your phone and start typing. It's very rude. You're at a dinner table. You don't want to like have your phone always out and you're like doing this or walking and typing and looking down and then having to say words in the middle of a noisy area. All these problems that you'd have with glasses because there is no physical device to touch. It's just all in your face. Do you use your eyeballs looking around? Because that can get tiring, selecting stuff just with your eyes, dragging and dropping, dragging and dropping. It should be essentially just knowing what you want to interact with from among the stuff that you see in the present scene. So, this video will be talking about that, okay? And if this is new to you, this video should be just remotely, just a smidgen mind-blowing. So, hold on to your butts and get ready for the freaking future, even though this is the past because it happened already in a conference. Oh yeah. Get ready. Boop.
Hold on to your butts.
Your brain is capable of producing about 1 terabit per second. About 40 HD movies are streaming in your brain every second. How do I get all of that information out of my brain and into the world? What if you could type directly from your brain? Even something as simple as a yes-no brain click would fundamentally change our capability. You take many photos, you choose to share some of them. Similarly, you have many thoughts, you choose to share some of them. We're talking about decoding those words, the ones you've already decided to share, by sending them to the speech center of your brain. We have a goal of creating a system capable of typing 100 words per minute, 5 times faster than you can type on your smartphone, straight from your brain. This is real data showing the remarkable result of mapping brain signals to text directly. Now, these systems don't currently operate in real time, and what's more, they require surgery, implanted electrodes. So we'll need new non-invasive sensors that can measure brain activity hundreds of times per second and precise to millimeters. And without signal distortions, even as they read through hair and skin and skull. Optical imaging may be the only non-invasive technique capable of providing the spatial and temporal resolution we need, and thanks to technological improvements in performance, cost, and miniaturization driven by the telecommunications industry, we have a very big wave to ride. We start by filtering for quasi-ballistic photons. Optical techniques are fast, which is good because speech is encoded in the high-frequency oscillations of neural activity. But today's optical imaging systems, they don't measure neural activity. They measure blood oxygenation, which is a time-integrated sum of neural activity. We will need to measure the neural activity directly by capturing instantaneous changes in the optical properties of neurons as they suck in sodium and spit out potassium. A first prototypical system capable of measuring speech-related neural activity non-invasively on our way to a system that scales. But it's only the beginning of what's possible. It gets better because your brain activity contains more information than what a word sounds like or how it is spelled. It also contains semantic information that tells us what those words mean. In your brain, a cup is not the label cup. It is a man-made object that you can hold in your hand, one that carries liquid for people to consume. Understanding semantics means that one day you may be able to choose to share your thoughts independent of language. English, Spanish, or Mandarin, they become the same. After all, the word cup or taza or chabe is just a compressed thought.
You hear that? Words are just compressed thoughts. Poets and writers and all that stuff and artists do a much better job at compressing thoughts through, fancy words and artistic expression. You know what I mean? Trying to really concretize a complex web of understanding and perspective. Well, soon that barrier will be gone. In the past and the present, just a few people are really capable of expressing their thought in a pure manner, just getting across what they wanna get across. And then soon, all of us will have that power. You and I and every last one of us. It's crazy, I tell you. Utopia's coming hard and fast. Oh, it is coming. The technological apocalypse. They call the singularity. But what the hell is this? They called him Gooboberty before he was king. And now he's just you and me and everyone in between. We have adopted the mind of the goobob each and every day. To like and subscribe is the only thing. It's the only way. Goodbye.